Hello? Hello? Oh, it works.
No, I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
Well, we're in the game. Okay. So the key's over here. So it's been a while since I played this moment, but it's kind of easy to remember. Don't know why I cannot run right now.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. Had her taking notes on ghouls and owl-ghouls. Wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Gotta be tough.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Al-Ghouls in its entirety, appendices included.
No, please! I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Of course. This a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Beat you to the bottom.
So I like
Maybe if you fall.
rough. There's a cheat lines. I think that's how it works.
What did I tell you about
No, it probably
breathing?
doesn't change.
Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps.
The real story, but
Siri, cut it out.
we all fuck. Wait, how she not pass me like that? She passed me. No.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an Al-Ghul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Let's skip straight to free training.
I already know the
No
basics.
point going over the basics again.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri? make sure to find every last blade for you. What the? Vesemir.
Aviana will take this, and then White Wolf.
No!
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Rather not talk about it.
Gotcha.
So, time to hit the road?
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Ah, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
Hey.
Don't let him catch his breath! We're bigger, lads! Bigger!
That's the wrong way. Go. Oh my god.
upset him too. His theory collapsed.
War is not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old forts as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. That's what keeps us going. We going?
Help me! Help! Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
Guess how much money?
Could always use a few crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my goods. Now this. Here.
Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there?
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Griffin. First real boss you fight, I believe. Sorry about that.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountain, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Some drowner that had supped on it. Witcher, hang on to it. What did the boat do?
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy around here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But does no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
With a drop of vodka for me.
And you? Something to wet your tongue?
Show me what you got behind the counter.
I'm trying to get a Gwent card because I feel like that's gonna be useful in the future. Because I suck at playing Gwent. I'll take some of this water. So I made a drink.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Thanks. For everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
You hear? Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Cromwell.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Red-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Once more, there are 4... What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Hey, Faith.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Okay. Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Oh, bad. I was close to beating it.
War reached Novigrad
Then
yet?
I had to restart it because I'm
That's
already
its only matter
PlayStation.
of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on
You're
that
kind of
bone.
late because I already hit something.
We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Well, I've already done these two, so might as well say bye to them.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world.
Oh, I hate Gwent.
Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Why not?
Splendid! Here's how it's done.
Ooh, the man with the hat. I know how to play Gwent. Oh, I want to challenge, okay, Faith? Yeah, I know. I'll just start off with A4. Yes, yeah. I know, but wasting all my cards here. I'll keep doing this. Now we're even on cards. I'ma just lose the first point and try to have over on the second one. Oh, I can't keep placing on them. Suck. Merry birthday? I don't think that's how that works. Oh, I would. Yes. Oh, he's fast. Well, I might beat him, but I'm not gonna give myself false hope. Accept my logic. Indeed. Okay. Go. A 2? Get your 2 out of here, man. 1 card left, guy. So, what was that about? You can't beat him. I just beat him. I'm the best.
Well, you've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Okay, books. Boring books. But useful in the future. I know. Quit telling me stuff. Oh my gosh, I know how stuff works. Please stop telling me. There we go. I do too know how things work. Okay, I'm done with that.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How might you know?
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Okay, well, getting ready for the guards.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
What? I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Any last words?
Shit.
You're dead!
Nice meeting you.
For sure last time I killed him. Which, you know, wasn't a good thing. It's 500 miles, so I'm not gonna walk that. Come on, Roach.
The plea! Lad went missing one day, so Copenhagen Witch was hunting nearby, started poking him, asking.
Pouring, Emperor Mirror snoring. He bumped his head when he went to bed and wet himself the morning.
Damn, dear, stick the bark off the trees again. What'd you say? Who taught you that?
Chitty.
I hit every kid in this game. Except for Johnny. Johnny's badass.
Hey, yeah.
You probably don't know who that is either. Oop. Your son's blue. Dad also did, kind of. Ish. I forget how it works. I can beat up. Ow! Wow, you guys are helping. Oh, the swamp's killing me. Okay, well, never mind. I'll just wait till. And I get potions. Because, you know, potions. I don't think there was much treasure there. What's up, Paige?
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sugwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing. To the tower. Go.
Boy, I will chop your head off. I'm gonna switch.
password?
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walk here, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters. They got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Show me what you're peddling.
Oof. I gotta get money. I want that. That's only 43, so yoink. Okay. See you
So
later.
long.
Thanks.
Show me what you're peddling. So long.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there. 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Information.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jagten.
No, I've learned not to steal from here because, you know, they get kind of mad, so I'm not gonna do that.
Ekeleinted at the game. F. Avon. Eal.
Mistake a fight at rebellion Nordling, badass.
Come on.
Oh!
Which way you go?
Will you raise a glass with me? It's raining and pouring and burning.
Anyone home?
Must be out hunting.
I actually have to do the thing still.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Yeah, I know where he is. He's over there.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now?
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kicking, passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies. But they just won't die, because they're clever. More so than foxes. And they hate men something fierce. Too late. Attacked another one.
Show me what you got.
Oh, they don't have a meat. That's okay.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what, my guy?
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Alright, let's not forget about it.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Oh, not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me. 'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
A camp.
This Griffin's easy to kill.
The Guardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
Last time I remembered. Split. If I could
Ground's black, saturated with blood.
Forget else. What else I'm supposed to be looking at?
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
I forgot you. There you go. Oh, am I forgetting something? That's right. What do you mean I can't do that right now? Oh, it's because I'm in Witcher sense.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin.
Now do the age already?
Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Okay, so I'm going to do this, so like I can do whatever it's called. So it's better. Oh, I never looked at that. That's where it sucks. Anything else to do?
Burned. Only a human could do this. Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be.
I'm gonna go with the maximum health. Health is good.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the... Red Bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Doubt Emperor Emhyr cares about you. But this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
There are no decent men in the army. There are only orders.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Alright. Do you have anything in here I can steal? Nope. Come on, Roach.
Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
What do you want?
Probably gonna play this game for another 2 more hours, maybe. Depends on what happens. And I might stream the game, but
I have a razor.
Voidemar, will you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now.
Ah! Oi! Ow!
You're not Voidemar. Whose field is that? The other side of the river.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from 2 witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap. You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already. Other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
I heard something about Mark Hamill wanting to be Vesemir for the Netflix series, and I am on board with that. I think that is a great idea. What the fuck am I supposed to be making? Oh, Thunderbolt.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
It's closed.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait.
Let's get this over with. Oh yeah, my crafts music.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill. Watch out! It's about to die! It's fast! Don't let it get away!
It's a little less easier
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
Man spends his whole life learning.
Not a Witcher, unless he doesn't want to live long. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
really fight on my horse, so it's really confusing. Might not use it. 14, god dang. I might as well just sell that.
That's it, Roach.
Yep, let's go.
Yoko.
So far, this is a game that I've got. What is one defending the castle? I'm going to do side missions before we leave here. Oh, I can't do those ones. Why can't I do this? Yeah. I think I've done this one. I think this started fresh stream or something. Okay.
Looking for trouble?
Yeah, definitely is this one. Oh man. This is the worst time. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I wish we could just keep going down.
What did you say? What the fuck am I to do?
What's up, buddy?
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Sucks.
Easy on the insults. I could add to your misfortune. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks. I found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Oh man. Come on, Roach. Where you at? You over here being lazy.
Giddy up.
Stuff to do.
Come on.
That didn't work. Roach, you can't jump for crap.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
Because earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
Describe the ghost.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave.
I don't know who's on, but hi.
Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
Fine, I'll help.
I forgot to push
Where's this
forward.
well?
In Havel.
Want your coins,
A settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off. Please.
Please. Can I talk about my reward now? I kind of want a
Master,
reward.
don't dawdle.
You
The little one's getting
I'm
worse.
stealing your stuff. Apparently turning off your candles for some reason. Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn off all your candles. Now what? Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be difficult.
The infamous well. Strange. No sign of a ghost. Maybe it only shows at a certain time of day. Grass around the well's scorched.
Yes, yes indeed.
Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. All signs point to a noon wraith.
I'll read the book. Do I have the book? Oh, I'm dumb. Read the glossary. Not this. Go away. Theory. Hey.
Something's tied the noon wraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world.
So, look for it. Just look at the houses. I already know what binds it is the rope over there, but I'm not. Shit. Out of my way. Ow! Okay, how'd that hurt you? Are you stupid? Get through here. Steal stuff. Jump back through. Ah! Jump back through. Come on, there you go. Alright. Now we're in the rope. What? What? Confusion. Guess there's something else. Something.
A man. Stabbed with a knife. Died on the spot. Animals fed on his body. Picked his skeleton clean. More bloodstains over there. Journal. It's not his blood. Might be useful. That bracelet might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place.
Put it on that way. Oh.
Bloodstains. Barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
We good now? Do I have to keep looking at his house or something? Yep. Bitch.
Palm prints in blood. Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades. Another print by the well.
Yes. Let's go see the print, yes.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right.
Can I do it now?
A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be.
That's tough.
Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing.
Who took your arm, my
Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though.
It's the rope.
Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs.
Oh yeah, I gotta get the bracelet. This is not a well. It's like around here somewhere. No?
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noonwraith for good. Better do it near the well.
Forget if there's a chest around here. Get air first before I go through. Hello, whoever else is on.
Need to prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil. Drink some potions.
Crazy. That's not true. I use some potions. Bro, I know how to use this map. I don't even have one for that. That sucks. Got new boots though. Boots. The hell would I want to drink vinegar? Fuck. I mean, if you have to. But... Right. Just put it on the body.
And the bracelet.
Yes.
Igni.
Oh, you're one ugly bitch.
Hey, I think it worked.
Eat shit. In the circle, please.
She's gone. For good.
Yeah, I know how this shit works. Thank you very much.
Let me...
Oh, he's selling clothes. For level 4.
Take it.
Yes, I know how mutagens work. That's why I came into this thing. Yes, I know this works if you want.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
How about that? Never expected to get a dowry.
Nor did I suppose I'd ever give one to a Witcher. Strange times these, wouldn't you say? Strange and sad.
Sir, look, your house has been burned.
Footprints. A man's. Large.
Nice. You took it to beat up a dude.
Stinks of piss. And vodka.
Ah, so he was drunk. Makes sense. Boat riding, I think. Footprints? Oh, I'm down. Look at him.
Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
Boots, then. Mystery has not been solved if we cannot find the boots.
Hey, Eddie, glow here.
Shut up. Stop talking to me. I'm doing something. What the fuck is footprints? So he took his shoes off, went barefoot into water.
leather, Nordling.
I don't understand, no. Just you guys?
Step away.
I feel like it's you.
Run, Kazir!
Where's the footprints? Is there something I didn't look at or something? I'm so confused. Did I leave something back here or something? No, because then it would go fucking... whatever. I'm so confused. Bro, how come shit's just stopped? Making no sense. Okay, so you have to go this way. Maybe you should go down the street or something. Was it you?
Nordling?
Oh. I'm retarded. Found
Lost his boots in the rush.
mission accomplished.
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape.
Hey, speaking Get dead, Scissor.
Something jumped out of the rushes.
I already know that.
Drowners. But he managed to escape.
Fucking hell. Oh, follow. Do I have to click on it?
Tracks lead back to the village.
Tell me I just went in a giant
Bleeding,
circle.
but not badly. Surface wound.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Eeri Gloir.
Trail ends here, but I'll recognize him by his wounds.
Is it you? Huh? Did you do it?
Oi! Now! Looking for trouble?
Is it you? Okay. Don't mind me just walking on your face.
Freak.
Uh-huh.
Oh, if it was the boy, that sucked. You!
Drowner claw marks. It's gotta be him.
Bastard.
Nasty wound. Run into a drowner?
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa. Our arsonist's a charmer, too. Come on. Smith wants to talk to you.
I ain't not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies. Do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not right? Listen, we can work this out, man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
How much is it? Can you tell me how much it is first? No? It's fine.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
I mean, I am
I'll
greedy, but
beat your fucking mug to a pulp.
you don't want to do that, man.
Try me, peasant. I could use the practice.
Alright.
Shut up and fight.
Ow! 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 Oh, stop! Stop! I give up! Damn it! You broke my nose!
But not your legs, so let's go see the smith. And take my advice. Don't try anything else. Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You? I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you. I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
I've told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. The Witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
I like trees.
Villagers will really love you now.
Well, no, I don't give a flying fuck about them.
You know, I hated the Black Ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place.
Teach these layabouts some manners.
But enough about that. Your reward. And
Money.
I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil still holds, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
I wanna get
a
this.
return customer.
Stupid.
Show me what you got.
You better have something good in here. What the f... You bitch. You suck. Oh no, maybe he has something crafted. Ooh, he kinda does. Please stop showing me how to do stuff that I already know. Thank you. There you go. What do you mean this item can't be sold?
So long.
I still only got 20. Give me 20 coins again, I'm gonna chop your head off, dude. Get that. Perfect.
I want
those shoes though, because they can be...
Show me what...
Slink. Fuck. It's so expensive for some reason.
I'd like you to forge something for...
I'm just trying to sell you back the goods. Goodbye, sir.
So...
Northwest. 473 miles. Well, shit. That's... Is there like a fast travel point I can use? Because I'm not about to go that way.
We'll look for Bastion later, once it's safe.
Do that often? Talk to your dog?
It's my brother's, Bastion's. But guess he's mine now. See, Bastion fought the Black Ones in a battle just outside the village. Haven't had word of him since. I told him, do like I did, lose a finger or two so they won't recruit you. Too damn afeard he was. Bloody hell.
I'd walk the battlefield if I were you.
I did. Sea of corpses. And corpsers, feeding. Someone told me they were feared of fire, so I took a torch, tried to chase them off. Horse shite, I tell you. Would have ended up eaten alive if it weren't for Hussar here. Listen, guessing you carry those swords for more than show. Come with me, keep the ghouls off. Help me find Bastion and I'll pay you well.
I will if you
Fine,
pay 20 bucks.
I'll help you. Just been a few days since the battle. Chances we find your brother alive are slim. Very slim.
I would have thought, but I want to find his body at least. So Bastion don't rot there in the sun with the Black Ones. Meet me on the hill overlooking the battlefield. We'll move on together from there.
Okay. 200 miles. That's a road. Just gotta go over there. About time.
You're here, good. Bastion... his body must be here somewhere.
Among countless others. Want to examine them one by one? Could take a while.
You needn't fret. The recruits from White Orchard painted a small flower on their shields so as to be able to spot each other in battle. There was just a few of them. We look for the flowers, we'll find Bastion quick.
No offense, but many a soldier's dropped his shield. Especially if he was on the losing side.
If we find the shield alone, Hussar will catch the scent and lead us to Bastion. Come on. The sooner we get this done, the better.
The more I get my money.
So many corpses. And the war's just started. That him?
No. Neighbor's son. Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy? Still nothing.
That him?
No. Neighbor's son.
You already said neighbor's son. How many neighbor's sons are there?
Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy?
That him?
No. Doesn't look anything like him.
Probably because his head's in the ground. Maybe that's
Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy? Still nothing.
is burned off. Might be hard to tell, I know, but could this be him?
Oh, yeah. Bastion was big, broad-shouldered. This one seems smaller, but maybe it's the fire did that.
Like that's the case, my God. Oh.
He found him! The SARS caught his scent! Come on!
But there is more. My lieutenant demanded we defecate on command. Ballista bolts, landing all around, and all he could say was, "A soldier with a full stomach will not step onto the battlefield." Now shit, that is an order. Can you believe it? The cretin.
Stop! You're killing me. My ribs. It hurts to laugh.
That needs a tourniquet. But first, want to explain what's going on here?
Bastion! Is he... Has this Nilfgaardian captured you?
No. He saved my life. I got a cut to my side, and then got hit in the head. Couldn't see anything. Rosinia found me as he crawled across the battlefield. His legs twisted. And so we were. Blind man leading a cripple. Found this place.
I'm taking you home. We need to see to these wounds.
I won't leave Rosinia. Alone he'll die. And he can't go back to his home. He's deserted. They'll hang him.
And what if they find him with us? They'll hang us all, my Laisha included. No, the Blacken stays here.
Bastion only made it with the Black One's help. Maybe you ought to show him Nordlings aren't as barbarous as Nilfgaardians make us out to be.
Well, I could give him our pa's clothes, teach him to work the field. But that accent... Fine, I'll take him in. Thank you, Witcher. Your reward.
Better be more
and the gods protect you.
Bitch, you didn't give me a reward. The fuck, bitch. What a bastard. And give me nothing. Well. Bitch, didn't give me anything. I'll learn. Oh, wow, that hurt. Oh, shit. Oh. Now I'm gonna need to get more stuff. Or, die. Sorry, it's before my... You know, you got any knees.